Well, good evening and welcome back. Delmarva, for the third year, professional bull riding is coming to Ocean City. The inlet parking lot was prepped for about a week, and now the stage is finally set. WMDT's Chris Brunk has the details.
It is a phenomenal setting. Picturesque. Can't ask for something better. Who'd think that we'd be bucking bulls right next to the sand, right next to the ocean.
This weekend, 40 of the best bull riders in the world will be stepping into the ring at the Ocean City Inlet. For a tour that's typically in arenas like Madison Square Garden, it's more than just a change of pace.
Everybody on our team that we bring into town to actually, do this event just loves coming, loves to work the event.
Robert Simpson, Senior Vice President of PBR, thinks that in the future, bull riding on the beach is something that could become a signature event for Ocean City.
We reached out early to the community. We want to make sure that the residents of Ocean City and surrounding communities, we want them to call this event home and, think of this as their community event.
Many locals and tourists might not have watched the sport before, but Simpson says it's a thrill that anyone will be able to enjoy.
The promoter cliche is, edge of your seat, but literally when you watch a PBR event, that's what happens. Every ride is unique. Every time a rider nods his head, he's putting his life on the line. A 150-pound cowboy versus a 2,000-pound bull.
Simpson says that now in their third year coming to town, they have seen ticket sales increasing, but establishing a summer staple is not something that happens overnight.
That, takes time to grow, an event in a community, but, really wanting Ocean City to be able to call this their PBR.
Yeah, now the riders themselves come from all over the world, places like Brazil and Australia, but of course, the USA is represented as well. Well, it's that time of year again where filmmakers come together to showcase indie films. From dramas to comedies, from animation to sci-fi, the Slower Lower Shore Film Festival will celebrate the diverse world of independent filmmakers from across the area. Now, the screenings will be followed by an on-stage Q&A with the filmmakers to share their cinematic journeys with the audience.
There's a lot of opportunities to see movies, but there's not a lot of opportunities to see local filmmakers, and you will be impressed, but to be impressed by the skills and the talents and the drive and the passion that we have from local filmmakers.
Yeah, this event is set to take place June 2nd at the Milton Theater. You can find tickets and more information on the event at the revivalhousetheater.com. And at this time, we are going to throw things over to our chief meteorologist, Rich Werdzik, who's standing by in the Weather Center. Rich, tell us, is it going to be a good weekend out there?
Well, I think the picture here shows it all, Rob. Yes, absolutely. We're going to have a lot of these blue skies for tomorrow, what we had for today, and then Sunday, we'll start to bring in some clouds, and eventually the chance for a shower or thunderstorm will be back, and the forecast will start talking about humidity, all the late spring, early summer type stuff that we are accustomed to. But I'm going to start this in motion here. This is what meteorologist Eric Alf was out doing with the Mobile Weather Center today, and I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't want to come back after just such a beautiful day here at Homer Gudelsky Park. This is near Assateague Island, 69 degrees. Just a little bit of a breeze out there, looking at Ocean City there, a deep blue sky. We have that blue sky because of the low dew points, which we'll talk about here in a moment. But it's been a beautiful day so far, or had a beautiful day, to be out taking a look at the flowers in the area. This is from Nancy Kastner, by the way, out of Lincoln. We were close to average today, a little bit below that. 75 was the high. We usually average about 78 now. Our low temperature actually was right around 51 degrees, but we're going to be looking at that temperature being very close to that here soon across the area. And later tonight, I should say, getting down to those numbers once again. It's because of these dew points. I mean, we're talking dew points in the 40s and 50s. That's early spring type numbers here. We don't get too much of this going into June. And by the way, June's starting, of course, in a couple of minutes here at the top of the hour. Live in Georgetown, our Shore Auto Sales Skycam, taking a look at a very quiet scene, a very comfortable one across the area. Georgetown at 57 degrees. Ocean City still at 63. Salisbury has dipped down into the 50s. And Cambridge right now at 55. Easton, you're at 61. High pressure controlling our weather. Anytime we've got something like this going on this time of the year, still not bad. We get into the summer, high pressure anchors itself off the coast. We have to deal with the southerly wind that drives in the humidity. We're not looking at that scenario here going into the weekend, thankfully. But high pressure will break down and some of that moisture return off to the west. It'll start to infiltrate our area first as high clouds at the end of the weekend, and then eventually the chance for a shower or thunderstorm late Sunday night. Before we get there, I want to show you how nice it's going to be here. Futurecast tomorrow afternoon, couple clouds around. It looks like it's going to be a gloomy day on Sunday. It will not. These are high and mid-level clouds streaming in. No harm, no foul with these. There could be a couple showers out toward D.C. and Baltimore during the day. I'm looking at our chances for rain at night with a passing shower or thunderstorm. All that should be out of here by Monday morning's commute. 49 to 54 tonight under clear skies. We'll call that comfortably cool. Sunny skies tomorrow. Beautiful weather. Blue skies once again. Skeeter meter, here's where we have a little bit of bad news. Rob has left the building, so he's not here to be upset about this. He was earlier in the news hour, so I wanted to wait here for a little bit so you didn't have to see this. Moderate levels of mosquito activity Sunday, and we've got our first high of the season on Monday. I'm sorry to say that. Our 7-day forecast, though, looking good. The humidity is back next week. So is that slight chance of a shower or storm each afternoon, Wednesday through Friday. We've got more DSI coming up on the other side of the break. Stay with us.